5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Episode 29. I'm just here to be dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. A sea of trees. All you see is branches and leaves. Because this whole time you've been making excuses. Excuses like seeds planted daily, costing you your peace, keeping your head down, constantly frustrated, constantly living in defeat. Then one day you look up and all you see is a sea of trees. The journey, the agony, the view of you never making it past those trees. See, every excuse is just a reason waiting to grow. We plant these seeds with our thoughts. Sometimes we plant these seeds with our actions. Every moment of the day is a cause for you to find a way, making it worth it for you to flee from the excuse and give yourself another chance. I was told that a long time ago. In my late 20s, early teens, late 20s, I was asked a simple question by a late great pastor of mine and mentor, father figure, all that. R.I.P. It's one of the most incredible men, Pastor C. But he asked me a simple question: is it worth it? Then he went on to explain that when it's worth it, we eliminate all excuses. We have a zeal, we have a will, we have an energy, a motivation to get over every obstacle because we know it's worth it. The end game may be unknown, but the dream of that end game, what we vision that end game to be, everything we do becomes worth it. The struggle, every battle, every failure, our self-worth. We get up even when we don't want to because we remind ourselves it's worth it. Saying it's worth it is believing it's worth it. It's far greater than leaning into any excuse. That only grows to every reason why it's not worth it. The things we create. And we diminish the value of everything that was of worth. Every time we make an excuse. As dads, we always got to ask ourselves at any given moment, is it worth it? Thursdays be like that. It's like you're on the edge of the excuse, edge of the finish line. Yet every reason to not finish is screaming loud, amplified, right at that moment when you're about to finish, right when you're about to reach the promised land, right at that moment when everything planned comes together just as planned. Frustration starts to whisper. Doubt starts to creep in. All of the other negative words you have eliminated, for some reason, have found themselves plugged into an amp, screaming at the top of their lungs from a mic. But that's the trap. That's the trap of that excuse. It comes off as a small little break. Little leisure. A little grace, you tell yourself. But it's an excuse. Excuse that knows that if you let him in, it will grow into a reason. And then that reason will bring its other friends whose names are also reason. And those reasons grow. Those reasons grow tall, and they're incredible gardeners. And before you know it, it's nothing around you but trees. What was just one One little moment of frustration that you could have killed, that you could have destroyed in that moment. Now you got to cut down these damn trees. That's why we got to anticipate those trees before they even grow. Show ourselves what it looks like to get past those trees. Envision ourselves conquering, wrestling with everything that tries to defeat us. We see ourselves winning. We see ourselves overcoming. It starts in our mind. We train our mind to think the way it should and the way it could and the way it needs to be in order for our body to move in the way we know it can move, in the direction we know we need to go. But we do not stand still. We do not stand as if we're trapped in quicksand, knowing damn well we are doing everything just as planned. We need to stick to the plan. The plan is like that of a script. It's the words we read, the words we say to ourselves. It's the subtext, the thoughts nobody sees, the emotion behind those words, the story within the story, the narrative that goes beyond the words on the page. And if you do not stick to that narrative that we know to be true, that frustration grows. And like that of a script, we begin to write a whole nother story, a whole different script. A movie trailer, if you will. A powerful, impactful, mind-changing trailer called Fear. Because frustration is nothing but the small pieces of the bare bones of fear. It's the writing room, the beginning stages of a place, of a scene, of an experience we never want to see. The Bible says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a clear mind. And it's funny how the same things I tell my kids because that's one of my daughter's affirmations, scriptures, biblical truths. But it's funny, as dads, we also have to tell ourselves about ourselves. Sometimes that love, that power, that clear mind, we forget. And we got to remind ourselves that love, that power, that clear mind is necessary daily, especially with frustration, especially when it tries to creep in. We have not been given the spirit of fear. We give ourselves fear through the means of frustration, through the means of excuses, through the means of reasons that have everything to do with stopping us from reaching our destiny, stopping us from being the dads we need to be. But not today. Thursday. Thursday. The day you got through. The day frustration stood up like a giant and looked at you. Like, what you gonna do? And like that oh so incredible story of David looking at the giants of his time. We know exactly what we're gonna do. Happy Thursday. Everything you do makes everything and everyone you do it for. Not a reason to create excuses, not a reason to plant trees of defeat and confusion. But everything you do every day as dad, it's all worth it. Never forget that it's worth it. Every moment, every second, remind yourself it is worth it. No excuses, no excuses. You got this, Dad. You got this, Dad. Happy Thursday. Thanks again for tuning in too. I'm just here to be Dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. I'm your host, Anthony Yan. Far from an expert, but just a dad talking to dads and aspiring dads alike. My story, your story, that dad's story over a mic. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. Dad. Click, comment, subscribe, share. Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. And for all things dad, visit